Heroin, fentanyl, the Mexican cartel. The feds say all of it has ties to the tri-state. They claim to have busted up an international drug and money laundering conspiracy operation in Middletown. The cartel in question was once led by notorious Mexican drug lord El Chapo. Here's Anjanette Levy.
It was quiet outside Raul Trejo's Springdale home tonight, but neighbors say that wasn't the case Tuesday afternoon.
They had raid in his truck. I didn't really know what was going on. I mean, he's been a great neighbor.
Aaron Jones was surprised to find out that all of the cars outside belonged to federal agents. The feds say Trejo's home was a pickup point for hundreds of thousands in drug money for a Mexican cartel.
If we're going to turn the tide of this opioid epidemic, then our enforcement efforts must reach beyond Ohio, beyond even the United States, to the cartels in Mexico that are sources of supply.
Federal agents say members of the Sinaloa drug cartel were sending heroin and fentanyl to Donte Holdbrook, who ran a drug ring in Middletown. Holdbrook and his girlfriend are charged with recruiting people, including an auxiliary police officer, to drive drugs and money across the country.
He was recruited because of his knowledge of law enforcement. So, yes, that is disturbing and that is a serious detail.
The money from the sales was being driven from Middletown to San Diego, where it was laundered and wired back to Mexico. Middletown's police chief says the fentanyl Holdbrook was selling led to many overdoses in the last year. Then last August, Chief Rodney Muterspaw says Jetty and Courtney Bailey were pulled over with 11 pounds of heroin and fentanyl.
Then after that arrest in August, they dropped probably around 50% the first month. Second month, it was over 60. Because it dried up, because that's where the fentanyl was coming from.
And the police chief says that heroin and fentanyl that was seized last August had a street value of more than $1 million. Meanwhile, that auxiliary police officer, he was actually hired by the village of 7 Mile in Butler County in late December of 2016. But the police chief there told me tonight that Christopher Watkins, while he was sworn in as an officer, he never showed up to work and never even had a uniform. Reporting live at the federal courthouse in downtown Cincinnati, Anjanette Levy, Local 12 News. CAMMY, back to you.
All right, Anjanette, thank you. The feds are working with partners in San Diego to arrest the Mexican cartel leaders who have been indicted. El Chapo is in jail in New York, and he goes on trial in September.